This may appear to be just an ordinary military security vehicle patrolling a barren stretch of land. However, below us is one of the most important pieces of history in the Cold War. For below the surface is a Titan II missile complex.
Titan II, the largest and the most powerful ballistic missile in our arsenal.
It's officially Titan Missile Site 571-7, and we took the elevator down to level 7 of the silo, underneath the missile itself, to visit with the site director, Yvonne Morris.
There were 18 of these particular missile sites that were situated around Tucson, Arizona, and then another 18 around Wichita, Kansas, and finally another set of 18 around Little Rock, Arkansas.
The Titan II carried the largest warhead ever deployed on a land-based missile by the United States.
The W-53 warhead that was carried by the Titan II had a yield of 9 megatons. That's the equivalent of 9 million tons of TNT.
And weighing 150 tons, Titan II can be up and out of the silo in less than a minute after receipt of launch command.
The warhead could decimate an area of 900 square miles. A 4-person crew manned the site on a 24-hour shift. They could rotate sleeping, but there were always 2 people in the control room. Obviously, there had to be many safeguards against an accidental or rogue launch.
It takes 2 officers at 2 different locations within the Launch Control Center to initiate the launch sequence, each using their own key.
And those keys were stored in the emergency war order safe, which was secured by 2 padlocks, one owned by each officer, and only that officer knew the combination of their lock. The launch keys must also be turned simultaneously, and the keys are too far apart to be turned by just one person. Yvonne was on missile combat crew duty here from 1980 to 1984.
After I made first lieutenant, I was promoted to crew commander when I was 24 years old.
Many are surprised that a 24-year-old would be in charge of such an important site. Crews were briefed ahead of each shift of any global concerns. The stress she felt was not over having to launch the missile.
The stress, I think, that a lot of crew members felt is that there is a very high performance standard.
The site was on alert from 1963 to 1987 when it was decommissioned. Today, it is the only such facility that can be toured by the public, the Titan Missile Museum. Interestingly, Yvonne now oversees the museum of the site where she once served as crew commander. The crews that worked at this site performed their job well, but thankfully they did not have to perform the ultimate responsibility to launch these missiles. And for that, visitors can come and tour this piece of military history. Traveling the countryside in Green Valley, Arizona, I'm Andrew McCrae.